Hi, I'm Jeff Stokes. Welcome to Jeff's Daily Dose of Encouragement. Today I want to encourage you that Christianity is not for wimps. I'm going to read an excerpt of what Paul the Apostle went through and then discuss some things after that. It says in 2 Corinthians 11, and I'm starting from verse 21, I speak as concerning reproach, as though we had been weak. Howbeit, whensoever any is bold, I speak foolishly, I am bold also. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. Are they ministers of Christ? I speak as a fool. I am more. In labours more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft. Of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes save one, so 39 stripes. That's pretty horrendous in itself. 3 times was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. 3 times I suffered shipwreck. A day and a night I've been in the deep. Had enough yet? In journeyings often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils of my own countrymen, in perils of the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren, in weariness and painfulness, in watchings often, in hunger and thirst, in fastings often, in cold and nakedness, beside those things that are without, that which comes upon me daily, the care of all the churches. Who is weak, and I am not weak? Who is offended, and I burn not? If I must needs glory, I will glory of the things which concern my infirmity. Now, we might not have to go through the raft of things that Paul went through, but there are people in the world that do suffer quite badly for their Christian faith, that don't live in the comfortable world that we might live in the West. But, you know, there are things that we also go through in our lives that are still difficult to handle because of our faith. Our families might disown us or leave us. You know, Jesus said that a man's enemies will be the members of his own household. We still have to battle with the same things that people in the world have to battle with, like sickness and job losses, losing a loved one, all those things. But we have hope of how to get through it. And that's how Paul got through those things. And then there's the persecution. There's people that preach the gospel and get persecuted. These days we've got things called cancel culture, and a thing they're calling two-tier policing, where they'll arrest a Christian, but they won't arrest a terrorist, because they've got this political agenda and stuff, or the way they're dealing with stuff. Anyway, there's so many situations in which life can be unfair, and people think that when you become a Christian, you're weak, and you need to be a Christian because you're weak. Well, no, you need to be a Christian so that you can go through the hell that you might have to go through. And I know people that are pastors and stuff like that, for instance, and they go through hell, and the more responsibility you take on, the more you step out in the faith and stick your head above the parapet, the more the enemy has a crack at you. And so it's not easy being a Christian. It is not for wimps. If you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwells in him, and he in God. So God bless you. And really, if you don't know Jesus and you want to know Jesus, just remember, it's not a soft, touchy-feely thing. Yes, we do love one another, and we have great fellowship, and we have wonderfully positive things, but it can all go horribly wrong too, and we need to have some backbone when that happens. God bless you. Have a great day.